Jim Jones said he wanted to do this statistically. What do you think about Jim Jones saying what he did for Nas hasn't been done in his life? Saying he hasn't been this viral or talked about like this in his life.
I mean, you gotta understand, Jimmy and them got the internet, the algorithm. They got the internet. You know what I mean? Right now, there's an internet game. You know how it go, Mike. You are one of the greatest Mikey T, the movie stars, podcast guys that's out. You know what I mean? I give you your props. You do what you do. You just like anybody else that got a podcast that's trying to get the awards and do what they got to get the awards. So you're gonna get the award one day too, because you are persistent. You keep going with what you love to do, interviewing people.
Appreciate that.
I mean, and being involved and in tune with people. You're not scared to get out in the world and go out and be in tune and around people. So you're gonna get your dues. You know what I mean? That's what's life about. People get their dues in their time. And you know what I mean? As long as you're alive and you're here on this earth, anything can happen. You know what I mean? That's how I take it. God is good. You know what I mean? I ain't the biggest artist in the world, but I'm me. I love what I do. You know what I mean? So Jim love what he do, Nas love what he do, and we all different individuals with different characters and personalities. So you know what I mean? They could get it twisted with the bullshit saying who's the better, but we all black, man. Jim, you know damn well Nas is fucking super fire, and you know what I mean? And just keep the algorithm going for the internet is cool. You know what I mean? He might not been this relevant like you on the internet, but he's relevant when it's time to drop a song on the internet. See, that's what he gotta understand. Nas probably ain't looking for algorithm. He probably looking for what he sell. King Disease went crazy. If you look it up, what it say on King Disease that he sold? You know what I mean? Think about it. Yeah.
King's Disease 1 sold 47,000 copies first week. King Disease 2 sold 56,000 copies first week.
First week.
And then his third album sold 29,000 copies first week. King Disease 2 even received a Best Rap Album nomination.
That's what I'm talking about right there. That's what I was talking about. I wanted you to bring up. I knew he got nominated for one of them joints he dropped, and everybody didn't know it drops.
And then he actually won the Grammy for King's Disease 3.
See what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? So somebody's looking. You know what I mean? Like everybody dropped music. Everybody got their platforms. Everybody is running around. And, you know, they getting money. Like I tell you last time we was on here. We got to start respecting our craft from each and every one of us, regardless what it is. You know what I mean? If you're doing music, love the person next to you that's doing music so everybody can keep coming up. We ain't the young boys. We ain't drilling. We ain't killing. We chilling. So when it come like the Nas and Jim Jones, we at the age where we supposed to show the kids to follow the right shit that we doing. We ain't got to keep thinking we better than one another or more relevant than one another when everybody is doing good things in the industry. You heard?
Going back to the Grammys, the nominations, Charlemagne actually pointed out that Nas is currently a more searched artist even on YouTube than Jim Jones.
Nas is a beast, man. Y'all know that. The world know that. Know what I mean? The world know that. You know what I mean? I go to Jacksonville, Florida. Young people still listen to Nas. I go, it's all over, man. Come on, man. It's just if people gonna reach out and search for Nas because he's a lyricist, they want to hear the craft. They want to hear the witty. They want to hear the lyricist of Nas. You know what I mean? All over the world, man. That boy's a beast, man. Regardless that he ain't going crazy on the internet screaming out loud for help. He just making music, and the people that's his fans and love him, they gonna cop his music. That's what it's about. Having a strong a strong background that love your fan base and what you got in this world. That's what create us, the artists and us, cause who love us. You know what I mean? Who love you all over the world for you. You know what I mean? That's what make the artist. You know what I mean? Can't stop that. Nobody can stop that.
What did you think when Jim Jones said Nas had a smooth run in the 90s, but it didn't carry over, stating that he didn't get to finish his mission, that he was supposed to be a leader?
He is a leader. He got nominated. He just was on a big stage that everybody don't get to go to. How deep is that? How many years Cheeks was in this game? The Lost Boys. How many years it took him to get on the big stage with Diddy when Diddy brung him out for the awards? You know what I mean? When you come out for the awards, y'all different. Y'all should appreciate life. You know what I mean?
What did you think of Fat Joe saying he couldn't even compare the two, Nas and Jim Jones?
Because Joe been in the game, man. Joe been in the game. Joe been here. Joe been in the game. You know what I mean? He ain't gonna bite his tongue. He watched Nas on his come up. He watched Jimmy on his come up. Joe been around. You can't, Joe he got a hell of a opinion on how he feel because that's Joe. Gotta respect that. He ain't got it. He not gonna utter, or he not uttering or no answer on that. You should know the answer, Jimmy. That's Joe.
Yeah, Jim Jones went as far to say, yo, Nas is your friend, you and Jada. He's going to be mad at you for this one.
It ain't about a friend. It's about truth. It ain't about a friend. It's truth. You know what I mean? It ain't about a friend. It's truth. You know what I mean? Just you can have that feeling. Everybody can have a feeling. You know what I mean? Everybody can have a feeling they be the best in the world. I'm better than this. I'm better than that. But everybody not broadcasting on other people. So when he broadcast that about Nas, it's like, come on, man, watch your mouth. You know what I mean? There's a lot of people that love Nas. There's a lot of industry people that watch Nas come up and do the things that he did. So it's like, wow, that's the industry talk. Like, wow, did he just say that? You know what I mean? I know we know you relevant, but do you know who you're talking about? That's how that goes.
Yeah, Fat Joe tried to change the subject, and Jadakiss was like, oh, man, you're changing the subject from like the hot topic. Like when things were really starting to get, juicy on the Jada and Joe podcast, man.
Uh-huh.
So I think Jada and Joe got a good dynamic because it's like Jadakiss wanted that controversial talk. It's like we got Jimmy calling out Nas here.
Yeah. Jada. Jada be wanting to hear that shit. Jada love that shit. Jada love to talk. It's just conversation to the grown men. You feel me? Just conversation. You know what I mean? And everybody got an opinion. You know what I mean? That's all it is. Conversation.
Yeah, and one thing actually caught my attention that Jim Jones said. I mean, outside of everything he was saying about calling out Nas, but Jim Jones caught my attention when he said that Nas influenced the culture like Tupac influenced the culture.